Welcome to Madison and Camp Randall Stadium. Always rowdy, always ready to support the Badgers. They've been getting ready for this game since the early morning. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Badgers will kick this deep to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The Ducks offense starts with less than ideal field position thanks to that return. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Ducks come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
1st and goal, handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense has confidence to score in the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So Wisconsin's offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
On the run, it's Graves. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a 1st down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Here's the second down play. They'll try the left side with a toss. And the Badgers pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. The Badgers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the Badgers come to the line with first and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Hard running now, breaking tackles. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Bringing pressure. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
A risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And here comes a deep shot. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. And we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, once in a while as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. It's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. To the hole placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and 1st downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Some good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Handoff to the back. Jukes to get free. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who makes the grab? They break him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Grab made by the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Ball handed off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. An effective play. Good for a 1st down at the 35.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They've got him down out near the 40.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. And the Badgers will try to keep this drive moving. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Got space, looking to score. And he scores. Touchdown, Badgers.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Cut quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Quarterback drops back, launching one to the end zone. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
Or it's snapped to the back. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He's swarmed by the defense. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
The Ducks will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 35. Stiff arms the man. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Graves. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
He's swarmed by the defense. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Badgers looking to run some tempo here. Direct snap to the back. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Ducks are in the red zone. Ball handed off. Hard running through a tackle. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This will be fair caught way back at the 5-yard line. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? On the ground, it's Graves. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a...
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The offense really clicking against this battle defense.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Wisconsin, 42, Oregon, 24.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. When they stop him short, defense stout here on back-to-back plays. 3rd down and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. And a short run there to end the game. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go.